first of all, we got to start with Power Rangers. That's all right.
Yeah.
So what was that like?
Well, being 18, getting the role, going into Hollywood, stepping into one of the most successful kids shows in the world, it was humbling. It's hard to stay humble during this process. There's a lot of Hollywood stuff going on, and
Especially
everyone,
at that age.
oh God, everyone paints this road like it's the best road to go on. I stay true to what I did. I made mistakes, man. You know, been there, done that. I don't drink today. It's been 5 years. Not that there's nothing wrong with it, but my fans hold me accountable for who I am. I try to be in shape. I try to play the role of what they used to see on TV. There's nothing worse than seeing a guy that you love on TV, seeing him just slobbing, drawing you. You look and you're like, that used to be my hero.
Right.
I never want anyone to do that. I want them to be like, whoa, man, you're still in shape. You still fight. You skydive. You jump off bridges. Yeah. So it keeps me accountable. You know?
That's awesome. And that was obviously set the direction for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of doing that?
Favorite part, I think, number one are the fans. And going to Make-A-Wish Foundations, helping people, even people here that I've helped and changed lives around the world, it's great to hear that. I always tell people, this is the truth. I don't take appearance fees for these shows because I don't want to be owned by a corporation. Either you can get stuff or you don't. Everybody leaves satisfied. I don't want someone standing in line thinking, well, I don't have money, so I don't want to go online. That's not my booth. You look, there's not this, there's not stop, there's no don't take photos. It's open, it's welcoming. I try to keep the line going. I try to keep them entertained. And, most of the fans want stuff cool. If they don't, I don't really care. But the point is, I do it. I try to count my blessings because I can't get through them. Money ain't everything, man. Like, it's to the point where, like, I've been on the road for 4 weeks straight. Haven't even been home. It's been really hard. I mean, step home to get my car and then step back out. It's hard to turn it on like you'll see tomorrow. My fan base is huge. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Only reason is because I feel like I owe the fans. Most actors feel fans owe them, and that's just the wrong thinking. And a lot of celebrities don't deposit into their fans' emotional bank account, but yet they want fund this, fund that. I want. Fans kind of get to the point and say, hey man, why don't you respond to me? Why don't you give us back? So I'm always giving stuff, doing contests, spending as much time as I can on social media, 4 to 5 hours a day. It's a full-time job, but I reach 22 million people a week on Facebook. I reach a lot, and I don't buy likes. I don't want to build a perception that I'm bigger than I am. I got 900,000 followers on Facebook. I got 275,000 on Instagram, but that's true numbers. It's not like buying numbers, buying likes. That's true numbers, and all those people, 80% of the people are talking about my page because, I try to be good to everyone, and every one of these people that interviewed me knew me from the past, knew me 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So what I'm telling you right now is what I'm saying is they've witnessed that.
Right.
If they witnessed something else and heard me speak like this, they would say, man, we seen you 2 years ago, and you're nothing to what you say. I am what I say I am.
Right.
And on Instagram, I can post right now who's been taking care of how many people, hundreds of stories. People Instagram all the time. I'm being recorded, giving a kid money back. I had no clue I was being recorded. But this kid came up and said, hey, I work and mowed lawns to come to get a picture. I said, hey, man, I got you. Gave the money back to him. Keep the money. I respect his hustle. And if kids could do what he did, the world would be a better place. And I told the kid, you work hard, you'll get the blessings back. Now go take that money and go buy something else. Well, I don't know if people are recording. Nowadays, you don't know.
You never know.
It's not to make me look better. I didn't even think someone was recording. It's to the point where eyes are on you everywhere. Right. So the true colors will shine. True colors will show. I've been at this for 6 years, same attitude. Every actor comes up and says, well, how do I know who's who? I just did an interview with a guy. How do I know who's who? I said, you don't care. You do every interview equal. It doesn't matter if it's CNN. It doesn't matter if you have a podcast with one person. That's the way I teach karate.
Right.
One person, I teach it the same as 1,000 people. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And my goal at these shows, which is super hard, is the last person on the end of the day, after signing for 7 hours straight, not eating, gets treated like my first guest. If I can't do that, I didn't do my job.
That is admirable, and I gotta say, because I've thought about this. Actually, I was talking to her because she's never been to any kind of Comic-Cons. She was shocked when I was like, "Oh yeah, this person's $300," that person's $100. She was like, what do you mean? She had no idea that that's how it worked. And I was really thinking about that. And you have people that, you know, are saving up to come see their favorite person or whatever, and, you know, they might have the, you know, $50 for the autograph, but not the $150 for a picture or whatever, and you are their favorite.
And I will take every one of those fans because you come to my line. I want people to know when I hear volunteers say it's X amount of dollars, I call the volunteers. I'm hard on it. I say, hey, listen, you let them know to come in my line, regardless if they have 5 kids or what. I'm going to take care of them.
Right.
So I'm really hard on that perception that I have for people, and the how sucky would that be to spend $300, $400 on a Stan Lee thing and come by and be like, well, I like Jason too, but I can't meet him. I don't want that stuff.
Right.
But there's a lot where you can't go. You can't meet a lot of actors without paying. I'm not like that. And I have a reputation the last 6 years, but that's the reason why I have fan base. Some actors that are on big shows look at me and I crush their egos.
Right.
Because they're like, oh my God, like this guy has been signing, like Space City Con, for example. There's problems on that whole entire show. You know, people didn't get guarantees, people didn't get, I'm not on there, so I don't have to care. So I went there Sunday, signed for 7 hours straight. And everyone's like, whoa, I love blowing it away, especially when I haven't done anything as much as they've done.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But kids grew up watching me.
Exactly.
And I'm telling you, the stuff that I do is like try to keep top quality stuff from top quality shows. I don't like being sold out. That's why I don't take the money. I don't like that feeling of like, hey, come to my show and I'll pay X amount of dollars. The worst thing I hate hearing is front of everyone, hey man, let me throw you some extra money and we'll take a photo. We'll take a photo right here. Save your money. You almost offended me. Let's take a selfie. I don't need it. I don't need your money. I'm here because I want to do what I want to do. So, you know, people think money here will buy it. Hey man, let me throw you extra money. I'm not a dog to do a trick. Let me see you flip. Let me see. I'm a person that's going to treat you like a regular person. And that's what I do. And sometimes I walk the con floor where I don't get a chance to. But sometimes I meet people that might not know who I am that are like, you can't take a picture with this car. You can't. Oh no, it's JDF. No. Please take a picture and post it on Instagram and reach millions. I'm already done.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm done.
Already shut you down.
You know what I mean? You should treat everyone like it is. You know how many people in here, media people I saw at the airport, took pictures with? If I wasn't like that, they're media.
Right.
They would sit here and say, well, you didn't take a selfie with me at the airport. You know what I mean? I sign all those things at the airport. They sell them, but I sign them. You know, everyone's like, come on, man, let's go. I'm like, dude, I'll sign 20 of them. If you want to sell it, that's your choice. That's cool. But my job is to do what I want to do, not necessarily have to do.
Exactly.
And that's what people don't get.
Yeah, and I think one thing that happens with celebrity is that people can forget that, you know, that might be their only chance in their entire life meeting you.
Yeah.
And, you know, so when you say, and not you at all, when you say, oh, you know, not right now or whatever, that's probably the only time that person's ever going to meet you.
I can't do that. My brother was even in the hospital dying, man, and the doctor asked for an autograph. It was the worst autograph I've ever signed. I was crying, and on tears, the tear dropped on the ink and it smeared. And every time I get a tattoo, the tattoo smeared. I think of that story. But at the same time, it wasn't the doctor. The doctor would do anything for their kids. He wasn't thinking about nothing but his kids. It's just the way it is. I've never turned an autograph down, and I'm not going to now, unless someone's like really demanding and expecting stuff. That's what gets on my nerves. Or they throw it and they go, well, that's your job. I'll probably do it anyway, but it really makes me like, come on, man. Like, you know, it's not your job. It's what I choose to do.
Exactly.
And if you look at this media event, you look at the actors that are here, it's because we want to be here.
Right.
We're not getting paid for this. We want to take the extra day to satisfy the media to promote stuff. So other actors you see that might have in their contract one interview, I'll take every interview. That's just the way it is. That you guys make us popular. I've done nothing but did interviews every show, day and day. So tired. I'm my own boss. I don't get paid to do it. I'm my own boss. It's so easy for me. So I'm done. I don't want to go tomorrow. But I've been really consistent. I have a great reputation in the con circuit. I have a great draw. And it's not about letting the promoters down. It's about letting my fans down.
Right.
I even went to Houston, my own hometown, and thought maybe people weren't going to show up because I live there. You can see me anytime. More people than ever.
Right.
And it just felt good to go to Houston and be like, wow, man, I got a fan base where I live, where my karate school is right down the road, where they can come in for free and take pictures and do whatever. Those guys were respectful. A lot of people here, it's hard for them to decide who you want to see.
Yeah.
But for me, you can always come because you're going to get taken care of.
That's awesome.
And that's just the way it is.
That's awesome. You are amazing, man.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, man.